Greetings to all of you, the lovers of freedom and the lovers of mankind. Good morning to you all, depending on where you are, what you are doing at the moment, and what might be the time frame of your location. This is Kute Channel 123, where we bring to you undiluted truths on Nigerian politics, on the happenings in Biafra land, and Africa at large, because we are all families, despite the fact that they have turned against us. So please, my good people, the ones who always come to my DM or my comment section to comment, instead of encouraging, they are discouraging. Please, my dear brothers and sisters, friends and well-wishers, I want to use this opportunity or this medium to appeal to each and every one of us. No one is perfect and no man is an island. Without you, there will be no Okute, and without Okute, there will be no news for you. So I want you people to endeavor to encourage. No matter anywhere, leaving a comment means encourage the person who is doing it. Even if you cannot do it, just encourage someone that is able to do it. Because my oath is to make sure that I bring news concerning the Biafra, Nigeria, and the world at large to hooks and cranes of those who have no access to where this news is being produced. So that is my main purpose. So please, I do like your comment, but sometimes put at least a little bit of encouragement in it, so that in any way I'm not doing fine, you will let me know, so that I will be a better person next time when I do a broadcast or any coverage. I still remain your one and only Okute Daily Talk from my own Daily Talks Corner, bringing to you this second day of November in the year 2022. Today is Wednesday, so let's move straight into the business of the day. There's no time to waste. This news is published on the 1st of November. That is yesterday. About it, but it came late. That is why I couldn't muster the courage to spread the news around. But no matter how bad it is, I am here for good. The global family and the movement of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB under the prophet, indefeatable, liberator, Onyenduma Nnamdi Kanu Okechukwu, condemned the disgraceful, irresponsible, and unguided statement from Alhaji Abubakar Malami, the quota system attorney general and the minister of justice, injustice, who often spear out garbage publicly that seem to reduce his integrity and honor anytime, any day. What is this saying? Malami is getting sick, is shrinking and weakening because of unwarranted personal hatred he have against Nnamdi Kanu, Ndibo, and IPOB in general. We don't know what we have done to them. We don't know the area we have gone wrong. I have not seen where it is a crime for somebody to agitate for a better life or for a better system of government. They have been killing all the agitators right in Africa, right before our nose. I never see in any country in Africa where they will protest without no gunshot. In other countries, in other more civilized countries, so to say, protesters are being guided by police, military, and every security operative so that no one will attack them. But in Nigeria, the reverse is the case. Even other civilized nations or countries, when there is a fracas of such or fracas arises in the course of the protest, what they use is rubber bullets and a water cannon to disperse the masses. But in Nigeria, it's only in Nigeria that you will see a military man shooting to ordinary civilian empty-handed live ammunition, live bullet, which is uncalled for. It is very, very bad. We are practicing a democracy, but there's no democracy in Nigeria. All we see on daily basis is autocracy. I think military rule is even better than this autocracy, because in the military rule, at least you have every right to exercise your thinking or what you feel about the government of the day. But in this case, we are into when you talk, you die. Even you keep silent, you die. A country whereby you even on the expressway, instead of police to be your friend, police will turn to be your worst enemy that you can ever imagine. So Nigeria still have a very long way to go. Nigeria is not civilized. I must say it with no atom of regard or whatever you may call it. Nigeria is not being civilized. Nigeria still have a very long way to go. It pains me much when I hear all this never do well spokesperson to the politicians when they will be comparing Nigeria to UK. After all, UK is facing recession, United States is facing recession, Canada, France. I mean, they be calling countries who have made their country better. If they are facing recession, how does it concern you? Or how does it relate to your own economic crisis that you are facing in your own country, whereby it is caused by the evil leaders we have in the nation? Tell me. There's no way, there's nothing how you can compare the two. Those ones that are facing a recession because of because of economic crisis, but your own recession is caused by your own leaders. And you still come out on the national TV to tell us that UK and China and the rest of them, they are facing like this. Go to all those countries you are calling. Their governments are working. Anyone that didn't work well, they will probe him. Imagine what is happening in the UK Parliament. The lowest serving prime minister there spent 45 days in office. That lady they just elected. And she see the problems there. She left. In Nigeria, you elect somebody, even look at them now, they're jumping up and down. They are saying Nigeria don't have money. Nigeria don't have money, need to borrow. If Nigeria don't have money, why all of them are jumping up to go inside that seat? They have never borrowed enough. That is the problem. They want until the Nigerian, what do they call it? Until the debt reach to maybe 1 billion, how am I going to say it? I mean, 1 quadrillion naira. Because now we are over 60 trillion naira debt. Or maybe when it reach to 1 quadrillion naira, that is when all of them will then know that Nigeria have gone. That is why all of them is jumping up and down. They are going to the presidential seat. You say they don't have money yet, you are just jumping up and down. When you go there tomorrow, if they ask you why you don't do this, you tell me you incurred debt. If that is the issue, then why do you have to go there? Who are you going to contest for? Or who are you contesting to go and serve? They don't want you, even those they have rejected. Even their ancestors and their spirits have rejected them. They are still jumping up and down. They want to go to rule Nigeria. And that is the problem the country is having till death. Look at this man now, he's dying. He's dying slowly because of the hatred they have in Igbo. Forgetting that what is fighting for Igbos is better than what is fighting for them. What we have is original Chukwu Okeabiama. We don't serve foreign gods. So you don't just come and mess up with the Biafrans, hoping that you will go scot-free. No, it will not. So don't get that at the back of your mind, Malami. Abubakar Malami transferred the Honorable Justice who displayed sincerity in justice on the 13th of October in the year 2022 in the appeal court to work on the minds of the newly appointed judges and has used them to order a stay of execution of justice, which they have carried out today, being Friday, the 28th day of October in the year 2022. What a shame of these judges who were just selected a week ago to carry out this injustice, to allow the stay of execution of orders by the same court only 2 weeks ago. They have displayed their ignorance of the law, and their willingness to act unjustly due to their lack of independence for allowing themselves to be used by an illiterate and a moron and a quota system attorney general and a minister of injustice. They may not know what they did to themselves now, but later they will realize that their careers had been trashed by this single act. And that is a simple truth. Malami go and employ those that he will manipulate. Then the ones who say the truth have been transferred. Well, I'm not surprised, because where the country elected a cow as president, then the cow appointed a goat as a minister of justice. What do you expect in the country? The country is keep on going down on daily basis, dying slowly and slowly and slowly. And they are busy jumping from one flight to the other, going to meetings, even the one they are not invited. All of them are flying out there. Imagine a president of the country would be out for 2 weeks and did not transfer power to the vice. So what kind of stupid country do we find ourselves into? I mean, how are these people thinking? So the every affairs that the president supposed to attend to will be on hold until he went to his medical checkup finish. He will spend 2 weeks in the month of November. Then how many days remain for the month to finish? And we are warming up for 2020 general election. My dear people, please, Biafra is our last hope. So if they like, let them go and do their election in the Aso Rock. We don't care. What we want is the restoration and independence of Biafra. That is where we stand, the IPOBs. Alhaji Abubakar Malami should go back and read his law books again, because all the charges and cases he cited during his interview with Vanguard were embedded in the cases quashed by the appeal court. He just exhibiting ignorance, stupidity, myopic understanding of the law and the constitution of the same country he claims to be representing. He should redeem some of his credibility by simply obeying the court's orders as it may be. So what we are trying to say you here is that Malami have no any single right or whatsoever to withhold Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Because some time ago I was arguing with my friend and I told him that yes, it's truly that courts have discharged and acquit our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. But the question we have to ask ourselves is, can these morons, can these cabals, can these Fulani Janjaweeds allow him to go? He said yes, they will allow him to go. I said, I keep praying for that, because I'm not seeing that happening. And exactly how I said it, that is how it is. But we will not relent. We keep on praying for him. We keep on using every media outlet we can to make sure that our messages reach to where it's supposed to reach. Because we are dealing with those who don't have a human sympathy, who don't have any atom of human sympathy concerning the Biafrans or the Igbos. They only know about themselves. Imagine keeping a single man hostage and releasing 101 hardened criminals called Boko Harams from maximum Kirikiri prison in Lagos and fly them with private jets to Abuja, even inside Aso Rock, all in the name of their repentant Boko Harams. What a word. What a word. How do we get to this point? This is the mistake our forefathers have made. Chai, Nigeria. Which way Nigeria? According to one of our artists who sing this song, he said, which way Nigeria? Where are we going from here? How are we going? How do we get to this point? The hatred in the minds of those we call our leaders is really not encouraging at all. And that is why we will keep on agitating for the independence and the freedom of Biafra, because we have nothing to do with them. They have all it takes to make Nigeria a better place, fine and good, but allow us to go back to that our dot, that our cubicle we call Biafra. We will be fine. In the international community, I should blame them for not putting mouth or for not doing what they're supposed to do in this struggle. Nigerians have shed a lot of blood in the land, and the blood of the innocent is crying on daily basis. They need justice. The injustice that is going on in Nigeria on daily basis is alarming. It's really alarming. Something has to be done. Otherwise, where Nigeria will find ourselves, no one can even imagine that we will be able to get there. Doom is coming for Nigeria. The world is watching his stupidity and ignorance of the law. We are laughing at him because his reputation and that of Nigeria is going down every day as they keep disobeying their own courts. We realize that since the extraordinary rendition of our leader, Mazi Onyendo Kechukwu Kanu, Malami has been ill, physically, of course, shrinking and weakening because of unwarranted personal hatred he has against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, Ndibo, and IPOB in general. Let Malami and his collaborators know that their hatred against Mazi and Ndibo will destroy them and Nigeria very soon. This is where we stand. And we'll keep on maintaining this until it will happen, because it must surely happen. There is power in the tongue. It's tongue that we can use to declare whatever we want and it will come to pass. So if we declare that these people can never know peace, it will never know peace. It can only happen when we stand with one mind, not a divided mind, because united we stand and divided we all fall. As Attorney General and Minister of Justice and Injustice, he ought to uphold the laws, but has decided to be lawless and defiant to court orders, exposing Nigeria government as a banana republic that it is. Malami and this what do they call it? And this gang sponsoring a government are by themselves devaluing Nigeria, while they blame the citizens for their woes. Malami have no other option but to release Onyendu Mazi Okechukwu Nnamdi Kanu and stop disgracing himself and his government before the international community. Nigeria has a lot of brilliant lawyers who are supposed to be appointed as Attorney General, but unfortunately, for the sake of tribalism, nepotism, and their federalization agenda, a lunatic, extremist, and a tribal bigot like Malami was appointed to promote his ethnic agenda. So they want to take over the country that don't know how it emerges. These people, I wonder what is working on their head. I wonder the kind of brain they have. Whether they really have a brain of a human being or a brain of an animal. How can you be a stranger in someone's land and you want to occupy the land by fire, by force? When the gods of the land will revoke against you, do you think you will find it easy? You will not find it easy. But I think the gods have even went to bed because they have abused everything in that land. Since they have forgotten their own tradition and embraced white man's tradition, everything in Nigeria have turned upside down. People who are supposed to know the tradition are now the one quoting Bibles, telling us what the white man said in the Bible. The Bible that make we blacks to be Satan. That is why anywhere we go in the country, people will be getting afraid of us, seeing us as a ghost. Okay, the angel and I are white. Then Satan and ghost, they are black. So we are the ghosts now, Abi? And that is what they still keep believing till death, that we are Satan. Yet they are still going to church. Satan go to church? What are you going to church to do? If they have turned you to be Satan, anywhere you find yourself, they will tell you that black man is a ghost, is a Satan. Those who understand the law should advise Malami and his co-conspirators in the Ministry of Justice to know that he is representing the federal government, not a Sharia court system or his party APC. Again, Malami should stop coming out to the public and making a jest of himself because we are not laughing. That is the news we got for us this Biafran early morning. So let us move again straight into another news. This is a breaking news. Kogi Assembly candidate arrested with 326 million naira and $610,500 cash. Somebody who is contesting for assembly candidate. Let's see how it happened and how the money come in place. The Economic and Financial Crimes Commission has arrested the Kogi State House of Assembly candidate of the New Nigerian People's Party, Ismaila Atume, with 326 million naira and $140,500 cash. The Punch can confirm that Atume, who is seeking to represent the Ampa 2 constituency in the Kogi State House of Assembly, was arrested on Sunday, October 30, alongside one Joshua Dominic, an alleged serial fraudster, in a sting operation at Macedonia Street, Queen's Estate, Kasana, Gwarempa, Abuja. Also arrested in connection with the fraud is Admalek Femi, a former bank employee who allegedly supplied the inside information that facilitated the attack on the bank by the syndicate. The EFCC spokesperson Wilson Owajaren confirmed to our correspondent that Femi was picked up today, Tuesday, November 1, 2022, at Redson Blue Hotel in Lagos. Following his arrest, a search was conducted on his home in Morgan Estate, Ojodu, where a total of $470,000 was uncovered. See how these people are calling money. Yeah? Wow. The arrest of the suspect followed months of investigation into the hacking of one of the commercial banks by a syndicate of fraudsters who put out a haste of 1.4 billion naira. He said, oh boy, this one, these people really get mind, though. The syndicate allegedly moved 887 million naira into the account of Fev Oil and Gas Limited, from where the monies were paid to several bureau de change operators and some auto dealers for exchange into United States dollars and the purchase of high-end cars. Hey, see money. Dominic, who has severally been arrested for fraud, allegedly helped Atumeye perfect the hacking plan through Al-Malik Dominic, a self-styled investment expert and managing director of Breeze Capital Limited, was arrested in May 2021 by the Special Fraud Unit of the Nigerian Police for alleged 2 billion naira investment scam. He allegedly defrauded over 500 persons in a phony investment scheme. 2 Range Rover luxurious SUVs were also recovered from the 2 suspects arrested in Abuja. Owajare noted that the suspect will be charged to court as soon as the investigation was concluded. My question is this: all this money being recovered now will go into whose account? Just like Manu, that's a former EFCC boss. Acting EFCC boss. He was recovering people's assets, using it on his own self. So this money now will go to who? What project are they going to use it to accomplish? But definitely they have confiscated it. It's not going back. I'm not even sure if this money will be returned back to the bank where the haste is taken care. It is conducted, because that is Nigeria for you. Once police recover something or EFCC, it becomes government property. So whose account is this money going into, and what and who are they going to account for? I need the answers to this question on the comment section. Meanwhile, the commission expresses concern about the rising spread of cyber attacks on banks and the reluctance of the institution to report such breaches to law enforcement. Meanwhile, warning that such reticence would only embolden the criminals. The EFCC appeals to financial institutions to collaborate with it to secure the financial sector from threats of cyber attacks. That is what the EFCC boss is telling us. The EFCC had in the wake of the recent announcement by the Central Bank Nigeria of plans to redesign and issue higher denominations of the naira, warned bureau de change operators to be wary of currency holders who would attempt to seize the opportunity to offload the currencies they had illegally stashed away. So that is what we got from the EFCC boss of those who have perpetrated the act of bank heist of in the tone of 1.4 billion naira in Nigeria. I wonder how these people perpetrated this and the bank is not aware of it. Although the banks in Nigeria, they are just reluctant. They are free. The only thing they know how to do best is to be deducting money from people's accounts without notice. Imagine a bank will come and send you happy birthday on your birthday, and they will deduct money. Do you ask them to wish you a happy birthday? People are wishing whoever is celebrating happy birthday with a gift, but bank will wish you happy birthday, which you never even tell them to do, and they will deduct money from your account. What for? That is what Nigerian banks are being known for. Cheating of their customers. You come into bank for them, they have already taken you to be a mugu. And that is why a lot of people resulted in stashing money in their different homes. No one goes to the bank because of their unnecessary charges. In Nigeria, you want to deposit to bank, you pay charge. You want to withdraw, you pay charge. You use ATM, you pay charge. They wish you happy birthday, you pay charge. They deduct your money. They give you announcement of the bank will lock up or bank will have holiday. They will deduct money for that SMS they send to you. And you tell me that, and they still yet upon all this, they are still owing an international community. So where are all this money going to? Into one's personal account. That is why the MD of every bank is always richer and richer. Why the customers who is stacking their millions and billions of naira in their accounts keep going down on daily basis. And that is why most people don't go to bank now. Once they get money, they will just use it to do one investment or the other and leave it there. Because keeping money in the bank is just enriching the MDs and the people in the business section of the bank. They will be loaning your money to people. And instead of them to be putting profit for you, they are using your money. They will be the one deducting your money. What a world. Please, let's forget about this bank issue and go straight to another news. Arigbesola camp refused presidential candidate the minister will work for after he was left out of Tinubu's campaign council. A faction of All Progressive Congress APC in Osun State had declared that the Minister of Interior, Ralph Arigbesola, deserves to be part of the party's presidential campaign council for its candidates, Bola Ahmed Tinubu. The faction, which enjoys the support of Arigbesola, stated that the minister and the Tinubu have a close relationship and the capabilities of Arigbesola also can't be undermined. The group, however, said it was surprised both the APC and the Tinubu decided to overlook Arigbesola in the composition of the presidential campaign council. Notwithstanding, it added that as a true party man, the former Osun State governor would work and give his best for the success of the APC and its presidential candidate, Tinubu, in the forthcoming 2023 election. The faction's publicity secretary, Abiodun Agbola, made the stand known during an interview with Punch on Monday. He said, actually, we were surprised that his name was not included in the list when it came out. We don't know what is responsible for that, but we felt that with his closeness to Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, he was supposed to be given a prominent role in the campaign. As a true party man, he will definitely contribute towards the success of Asiwaju during the next election, but we felt that he deserved to be there. He knows Asiwaju very well. He knows him in and out. Asiwaju also knows his capabilities. At a certain point in time, he was the DG of Asiwaju when he was campaigning for the governorship in Lagos. We felt he deserved more, but if the party hierarchy says that he has to come in as a member of the executive committee, there must be a reason behind that, which is not known to us. He is a party man who is loyal to the party. Ogbeni Arigbesola will definitely play his role during the next elections. They have other rules. Meanwhile, it will be recalled that the Director General of the All Progressive Congress Presidential Campaign Council, Governor Simon Lalong, had previously disclosed that some prominent party leaders who were not included in the Presidential Campaign Council have other roles to play at other levels. He made a submission following the reactions that greeted the absence of some names on the list. Lalong emphasized that such persons have different critical roles to play at regional or zonal state, local government, and ward and other unit levels. So that is the area we are going to come to the end of this broadcast today. Until I come your way again, I still remain your one and only Okute Daily Talk. Please do not forget to subscribe to my channel, like and share my content. Invite your families, your friends, your well-wishers, those ones who is ready to stand out in this fight for our struggle to redeem the image of the Biafrans, to redeem the image of the Igbo land. Please do not forget, we need all hands on deck in this struggle. Anywhere you can, through media publicity, through verbal publicity, in any area you find yourself that you are wanting to do one thing or the other, to unite the Igbos and to carry on our struggle for the independence of Biafra, I encourage each and every one of us. Please do not hesitate to always do it, because to be for one is to be for arm, and the united we always stand well, divided we fall. So let us unite ourselves in one way or the other to make sure that we will carry on with this message of hope to the Biafrans and to Igbo land at large. Until I come your way again, I have to end up and give up this broadcast. Bye for now. Okay, Messiano.